high-earning play-to-earn crypto games. Everybody wants to know if this is possible, and let me tell you, it is. People have done it, they're consistently doing it, mostly through airdrops, rather than the traditional way of play-to-earn. There's a common misconception that play-to-airdrop is not play-to-earn. Well, let me ask you, you play the game, and then eventually you'll be able to claim their token, hence earning. Is that not play-to-earn? My opinion, it is. Look, we don't really have a blueprint as to what everything is called and what we're doing. It's a new industry. It's young. We're kind of winging it as we're going. But the point of the matter is that I have a great video for you today about currently ongoing big airdrop campaigns. Some of these games also have play to earn in the traditional sense. We got space exploration, MMO games, multiplayer. We have mobile games, battle royales. Of course, we're also going to talk about Telegram games at the very end of the video, most likely. This video will be done in 3 phases. Phase 1 will be currently ongoing airdrop campaigns, in the play-to-earn sector, of course. The second phase will be about games that only host events from time to time, but they do host them continuously. And then the third phase will be Telegram games. So, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Mindblow Show. I'm your host, The Inspector, and let's get this show on the road. Only 32.6% of you watching these videos are actually subscribed to the channel. Come on, guys, that's rookie numbers. Smack the subscribe button to get regular updates on what's going on in the crypto gaming industry. And with that being said, first game, Royale. Not only do they have a traditional airdrop in a sense of earning their noob token. Yes, you earn a token that's called noob, which is a gaming token, but at the same time, it's a meme token, and I love it. I love that the token is called noob. They have something else. They have something called loot to earn. Loot to airdrop, actually, which is incoming. Let's watch the trailer. You find these boxes. You can find the noob token inside of them. You collect the noob token as you eliminate your enemies as well. And this is the best part. 1 noob token inside of the game equals to 1 noob token in your wallet. Rarely any game does it this way. They usually have leaderboards that you climb, and that's totally fine that you do it this way. Leaderboards, you climb those leaderboards, and the higher you rank on the leaderboard you are, the more you will earn of their token. Now, the way Royale does it is every token you collect inside of the game is an actual real token that will be in your wallet once their airdrop commences. Once the token does their TGE, actually, the token generation event. So I like how they say it here. Real tokens, no fantasy points. October 7th is the launch date of the Loot to Earn campaign. But the game right now is fully free to play and available for your mobile devices. And just as I was talking about this, I get a notification from Royale on my phone 16 minutes ago. Oh man, I was gonna show you some gameplay, but looks like there's a new update right now, so I'm gonna let it update. We can check out someone else's gameplay here on YouTube while I explain to you what this game is. As you can see, it's a battle royale, but they call it Blast Royale. Top-down perspective, and you play against other people. As every single Blast Royale out there, there's a circle around you that closes in and putting everybody on the map closer together until there's only one person left who will be the victor. And to the victor go the spoils. In the case of Blast Royale, it'll be in the noob token. But that's not all. You'll be getting all kinds of things throughout the game, but the noob token will be the best thing, as I said, starting on October 7th. So when will the noob token come out? When will you be able to claim your prized possessions? Well, we don't know for sure. There is no confirmed date, but whisper on the street says it's gonna be around end of month. Yes, end of this month. Now, this is not confirmed. We're gonna wait for them to confirm this. That's only what I have heard. We're gonna see how reliable my sources are. Now, 40% of the total supply of the noob token will go toward the community. It will go toward the reward. So not everything, not the whole 40% will not go towards the loot to earn, but part of it will. And then part of those 40% will also go towards other rewards inside of the game. And not to forget the NFT collection of Blast Royale, currently trading at 100 BOL, or around $38 at current value. So the NFTs will give you sort of multipliers throughout the loot airdrop campaign, and will give you some sort of benefits throughout the other earning opportunities and other activities inside of the game. Fine. So Blast Royale free to play. You can jump in it right now. That being said, next game. Never featured before on the channel, we got Gangster Arena, a game that so far didn't have any free-to-play opportunities, but now they have added it. As you can see, you have these free thugs inside of the game, and the thugs earn you a virtual token, a fantasy token, if you will, called 4 If you go to the marketplace, you can convert 4 into X greed. And they have quite an interesting system here based on the bids. So the prices may not always be exactly the same, which is good for them. They can shift and change based on how many people play the game, I guess. Once you get the X greed, you can get the greed token, which is the premium on-chain currency. And then the greed token, you can either withdraw directly to your wallet, or you can use it to buy a gangster, which then can earn you more X greed. And then you can earn more greed and withdraw more, and basically that's what it is. So you got thugs, goons, gangsters, greed, poor, lots of things. And you need 5 gangsters in order to go to the gang wars, and all of that's going to earn you more and more. So basically, this is the earning opportunities as far as play to earn goes inside of this game. They also have a $50,000 airdrop reward for Season 5. So this is Season 5 of the game. Obviously, this being another mobile game, so the first 2 games are mobile games. And their main token, greed, believe it or not, is actually on blast. You don't hear often that games are on blast, but more and more are coming out on blast. So this game can be botted. As far as I can see, this game can be botted, so the token price may plummet. Maybe it won't. Who knows what's going to happen? At the end of the day, we can just speculate, but the fact that they're allowing multi-accounting and botting to happen is not a very good sign. But anyway, I'm just here to report the news. I'm not here to judge anyone on anything. I'm just here to tell you this is the way it is. But without even mentioning what a game is, well, I just realized it's an idle game, all right? It's an idle game. You just have to strategize a little bit, and you have your little gangsters who go back and forth to the bank. One would be wondering why the police never shows up. Do the gangsters pay off the police? What's really going on in there? How does this bank even have an unlimited supply of the greed token? That's also a thing to ask. But whether or not this is going to be a huge airdrop or a small airdrop is really going to depend on how good you play, and whether you want to put your time into this or not will also depend on your conviction, whether or not you like what you see. For me personally, I will definitely play Blast Royale. As far as Gangster Arena, I doubt that it's a game for me, but at the end of the day, I am here to give you as many games as I can, and then it's up to you to pick and choose which ones you like, which ones you don't, because there's so many games at the moment, you can't possibly play everything. It's physically impossible, right? Except when it comes to the next game. Space Nation. I don't know how this game was under the radar for so long, at least under my radar. This game, first of all, it does require you a code in order to play. Now, you don't need to pay for the code. It's just for the first 6 weeks of their airdrop campaign, you need a code. Lucky for you, I have codes to give away. Now, I'm not affiliated with them, but I did reach out to them saying, I want to feature this game in a video. I love what I see. Gonna give me some codes to give away to my community, and they have given me some codes to give away. So we'll be doing those giveaways on the Telegram group on the Mindblow Lounge. There's gonna be a QR code on the screen, but if you can't scan the code because you're already on your phone, you can just click the link in the description down below. The code on the screen is mostly for people watching on the TV. Take out their phone and scan it. Super neat trick, right? So the airdrop is for their OIK token, and they're giving away 13 million of those tokens. The total supply of the token will be 1 billion, and as far as their roadmap is concerned, it should be listed on a centralized exchange on its X. So all of that is amazing news. Now, this game is so in-depth, and there's so many things to do and know of before you even start playing. So many things to learn once you do start playing. It's not just space exploration where you're in a ship. It's also a third-person game where you have a character, you walk around, there's aliens. I mean, the game is huge, and it definitely requires me to do a dedicated video, which I will do, since this airdrop campaign is going to last for quite a while, and for now it's closed, and we can only access it with codes. If you don't get a code from me, they're also doing giveaways of the code on their Discord all the time, similar to how Lumitera did their whitelist, but the difference is we know exactly when the public launch will be, and actually when they will take this off the closed beta and switch from closed beta to open beta. This game genuinely has the potential to be one of the biggest things we've seen so far, just because of the sheer size and scale, and then on top of this, add the airdrop incentive that they're doing, and it's just absolutely magnificent, especially if you're into space games like I am. Right, with that being said, next game, or also next phase, where the second phase of the video is talking about games that do airdrops through events. And I'm gonna start this with the Elixir launcher. This is something that I mention from time to time because you should know that this exists. So maybe not necessarily high earning, but definitely earning. So the Elixir launcher has these events that don't last too long. For example, this event just started 3 days ago, and there's a prize pool of $700. This event has a prize pool of $600, but This started 20 days ago, so the game is Shockwaves, and then the game for 700 is also Shockwaves. So they have like 2 separate events as far as I can see. But they have these events all the time in all kinds of different games. There's also one-time events that happen only once and never again. And on top of this, we have the reoccurring events that happen all the time. And while currently we may not have anything too interesting on the Elixir launcher as far as events are concerned, you should always keep your eye on every couple days, every week or so. Maybe you can check what's going on the Elixir launcher. Is there any event, multiple $1,000s in a game that you like or a game that's not too difficult to play? Why not join it and give it a shot? So there's all kinds of games that do events. And for example, Cyber Titans, there you go, $50,000 event. Robo Kaiden, there's lots of games you can also play here, lots of Play Tour games, lots of Web3 games. It's only Web3 games on the Elixir launcher. And then the second one I wanted to mention is My Neighbor Alice. So this is just a fun little game for casual players who just want to enjoy the gameplay experience as well as participate in an active ecosystem. So a land is mandatory to play this game, but you do get a free land now, or rather a trial land while this beta is going on. That's for the free-to-play option. But apart from that, you can also buy or rent a regular land. Now, why would you do this? Because currently they have a $25,000 prize pool going on, and also exclusive NFTs as rewards for participating in the current event for their season 2, the beta season 2 of Alice. There will be a rewards board that will display a variety of tasks ranging from social media tasks to in-game tasks. And so it's a classic leaderboard system where you can check which position you are on the leaderboard and how much money you will be owed. Of course, it'll be paid in the Alice token, which is quite a good token. Then they also host game nights and special events on their Discord where they're giving away things like NFTs, etc. But every game mostly does this. Also, this is on the Chromia blockchain, CHR. Would you look at that? Good for you, CHR. I did forget to mention for Space Nation, the game previously featured, that they also have CHR as an in-game currency. So that's interesting. What is with the Chromia, with CHR? It's coming back. But finally, the dark horse of crypto gaming. For Telegram games, you need conviction. And there have been Telegram games with good airdrops in the past, like Notcoin, or even Dogs. Dogs was an example of a very good airdrop. It lasted about 5 weeks, which is a pretty good amount of time, and it was literally 0 effort. And they gave quite good airdrops where my researcher himself said, I myself got around $100 with a few simple clicks. It was unexpected to get this amount with no effort. It was just a daily login, and he got around 1,400 dogs, which at the time of the listing was $2 per coin, just for one simple click. On the other hand, we have Hamster Combat, where the result of my researchers playing of this, he said this is an absolute garbage airdrop, and I only got $40 after spending hours daily for months playing and clicking on this game. So it's very time consuming, and as he says, he feels scammed that it has such a big community and that the profits were not so good, or at least not as big as the people have expected. In my opinion, what do you expect when a game has 300 million users? So that's million with an M, not 300,000, 300 million users. So that's quite insane. Now, when it comes to Telegram games, you do need to have this conviction. You also need to pick and choose where you want to put your time in, not just have conviction. I would look for games that have no more than million, maybe a couple million players. One of those games is Kororo Ranch, which we're playing right now. I'm sure the editor is going to put some gameplay on the screen right here, so you don't have to whip out my phone just to record a Telegram game. And then the second one is Lumina Hunt, which is a game on Ronin. Telegram is making a run for it. Ronin is making a run for Telegram, and I feel like the Telegram games are here to stay. They're probably going to get better and better as time goes on, but as far as airdrops are concerned, you do need to have conviction, and you do need to look at how many players there are. If there's 300 million players, not everybody can have a good airdrop. But in this case, for Hamster Combat, even the people who were like in the top 2,000, which one of the people from the Mindblow community was in the top 2,000, and he only got a $40 airdrop. So not ideal after playing a game for months and months, because you do give them lots of your own time, and to get so little in return is not the best look. Now, maybe the coin is gonna go up. Maybe it will, maybe it won't. And if it does, then all those people will have earned more if they didn't sell, but that's not the point. The point is that people feel cheated if they put a lot of time into something and they expect to get certain rewards. If they're even promised certain rewards, promised that this is gonna be big, and then it's not, of course they're gonna end up feeling cheated. Now, in no way am I saying Hamster is not gonna come back, it's not gonna stay. Of course it's gonna stay. 300 million people, you understand how big of a number that is? 300 million people have played this game. So that's absolutely insane. I don't think that any crypto game has has been even close to this. And even as far as Web 2 games, I don't know that I can name more than a couple games that have had these kinds of numbers, like maybe Minecraft, GTA, chess, and Tetris. I don't know. 300 million people. That's so insane. I can't even begin to fathom how insane that number is. But as I said, those are the 2 Telegram games I'm personally playing. So Kuroro Ranch, which is like a Telegram game based on the actual Kuroro Beast or Kuroro Wilds game. And then we have Lumina Hunt, which is like the Tatsumiko game, but their Telegram game, which so they're using Telegram to kind of onboard new people into their flagship games. So I kind of like that approach. And I do feel like this airdrop is not gonna be bad. Who knows? At the end of the day, as I said, you gotta have conviction as far as Kuroro is concerned. They're doing 3 million Kuro tokens per month for just for the Telegram game, for playing the Telegram game. And the game itself is not bad. It's actually pretty entertaining. It's like having a little Tamagotchi. So there's that. Hope you learned something new in this video. If not, I hope you enjoyed watching it. Maybe you laughed a little bit at some moments. Maybe you heard some insights that you didn't know about. And maybe I made your day just a little bit better if I did, then I did my job right. If I did any of those things, then I don't know, man. Why are you even watching toward the end of the video? It doesn't make too much sense. Thanks for watching, everybody. I'll see you next time. Peace. Oh, I'm leaving.